Where's she going? 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 Where's she going?
It's over.
Where's she going? 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 Where's she going?
It's over.
Accelerating! Well.
World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Hello. Hello. Okay, we got a total train wreck here as we try and get things situated. But the lesson here is to never update your software before a big stream, because it messed everything up there. But I think we are ready here, and everything seems to be working. So don't update to the new OBS, because for some reason, I guess that was the issue. So there might be a bug there, and the audio was not coming through, despite it showing that it was coming through. Unreal. Well, nonetheless, here we are, Silent Hill F. We were going to do a poll for this game, but we forgot about that. I was going to ask the folks at home if they wanted to see World Class play this, and we should have done that poll, because right now the support is not where it needs to be, despite World Class saving the day and bringing the broadcast into your televisions or your monitors or your phone screen, you know. We got Brad Maddox coming through with a $50 super chat. The 50 NOK super chat, whatever that is, have no idea. We got lowball support here today. We're not going to break even already. I mean, this is how this is going to go. And that's why we got to start polling our audience, because these losers cannot share this broadcast. We should have 350 plus people. This is a brand new Silent Hill game. It's a shill fest. The normies love it. You know, if you're woke, you probably love this too. And as such, we should have a high viewership. If anyone else goes live with this game, they're going to have 1,000+ viewers. So share the show, get people in here so we can get this party started properly. But if we're not going to get the level of support that we need in order to at least break even, then it's not of my best interest to continue playing slot for a bunch of freeloading bums. You guys can't even share the stream or hit the like button, which, by the way, is free. We had to emergency fix the audio. And if you're in a situation like that, where you're trying to do something and then it just stops working, and you don't know why it stops working, it's a terrible shame. I mean, it really is. Look at this right here. 111 is in the building.
111
He's
has
coming
just
through.
tipped 69 Israeli new shekels and 90
Hello.
agarot through super chat. It's time to set up the tone. Give me the lasers.
Well, we don't have the lasers with this technology, but we do appreciate that. The 111 is plowing through here. These losers are donating 99 cents. I mean, it's just a shame. Unbelievable. And if you're going to write nasty comments after my stream is over, you're going to get blocked from my channel. And don't cry elsewhere. Okay? Because that ain't going to do you no good. You want to leave nasty comments, you want to leave hateful comments, you're not welcome here. Okay? It is a Kiss My Ass Club. And if you're not in the Kiss My Ass Club, then we put up the walls. It's not that hard to understand. The 111 is in the building here. And it's what we love to see. Coming through hard and strong. As we take a look at Silent Hill F, this is the Advanced Deluxe Edition, because the game isn't out yet, I guess, for the normal pre-order or whatever. But the PC modders are already coming into the game, and they're removing the fog, you know. That's a great thing for them. You know, the best thing about Grand Theft Auto 6, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't care how it turns out. Well, of course we do, but that's not the main concern. The best thing about Grand Theft Auto 6 is that it's not on PC day one. That is seriously a blessing, right? Because everyone is at the same level playing field. Your version is going to be the same from what everyone else is playing. Now, if they had released GTA 6 on PC day one, you're opening up. You're opening it up to everyone. Whether you want to do that or not, that's what you're essentially doing. You're basically giving the source code away for free. You know? Not, you know, literally, but you're opening up, and modders have this mental illness where they think that, you know, I don't know. It's just so bizarre to me how you guys cannot be content with a game that you apparently like and you spent money on, yet you have to go in and muck it up. I will never agree with PC modders. I think it's the cringiest thing on earth. If you're using it as a way to build a portfolio so you can get in the games industry, that's a totally different ballgame. But it's an entitlement thing. It's a mental illness. Just leave the game as it is. The developers made it. They spent years making it, millions of dollars, and now you want to go in because you spent 60, by the way. Not a lot of money. Get out in the real world, start spending money in the cities, and 60 is going to go real quick, okay? So don't even come in here and start bitching about video game prices. You guys need to go touch grass. We cannot relate with gamers, and we cannot relate with gaming culture. Yeah, modders need to get a job. That's what they need to do. The fact that they're already modding this game and removing the fog and probably throwing Thomas the Tank Engine in as a fucking enemy. I mean, it's just cringe as shit. Imagine working on this game for the past how many years? Like this team that made this game. And then you go on the internet and you see that your game has been basically been torn apart by a bunch of losers who need attention on the internet, so they make these dumbass mods that go viral, you know. It's so cringe. The whole culture is cringe. It really is. Now, if there was a main menu section on Silent Hill F and it said, hey guys, please mod our game, that's a totally different story. But when you guys feel the need and you feel compelled to go in and tinker and toy around with art that isn't yours, because you guys consider video games art, which I don't believe. But nonetheless, that's your mindset, right? You think video games are art. So what gives you the right to go in and mess with someone's art? It's actually vandalism is really what it is. I don't get it. Shit's annoying as hell.
The 11111
Because they were talking about the 111s in the building coming through.
90 agarot.
These losers donate 99 cents. It's like a spit in the face. You might as well just keep the 4
so
quarters.
money is not an issue.
Unbelievable.
Giggity.
Like, if someone came up to me and gave me 99 pennies, I'm not accepting that. Like, what the fuck? It's just unbelievable. Too many lowballers in here. Hit the like button, share the broadcast, get this out on 4channel, get this out on Twitter, get this out everywhere you can. If you guys want to deploy the troops and share the link, you might get banned doing it, but that's just the way it is. And don't worry, because they'll blame me for doing it. They won't blame you, because they don't know who you are, but they'll blame me. They'll say, oh, Michael, you need to buy an ad if you want to share your fucking shitty ass stream. I didn't share the stream. We got people that go out and do that, so we should have a high viewership in here. I don't want to play these. This is why GTA 6 is going to be a problem with this channel. I can't stream the biggest video game of all time to 250 viewers. Can't do it. Even if there were a slight uptick and it went up to 850, 1,000, that's still too low for GTA 6. So it's crazy to me. For these big games, we should have at least 300 viewers, because we had 300 viewers before a couple of years ago. I'm not sure how that makes any sense. Terrible game. Gaming is dead. They think they know better than the devs who spent years working on a project worth millions. Yeah, I just don't. I just can't. I can't really understand it. You know? Can't really understand it. Because it's more of a mentality thing than it is anything else. It's more of like, well, this is what the devs are serving us. We don't really agree, but we're going to pretend like we do, and then we're going to go in and muck it up a little bit to change it to our preferences. And I think there's a level of entitlement there that is extraordinarily high that no one wants to talk about. I bought the game, I have the right to mod it, by the way. Did you say that in 1989 when you were playing the Super Nintendo? You know what I mean? How were you modding games back then? Well, you weren't. So, this whole modding culture is just so cringe. And half of the gameplay, I would argue, that you see on the internet for all these games is all modded garbage. You can't even trust the gameplay that you see these days because it's all a bunch of mods and a bunch of shader mods and a bunch of this and a bunch of that. It's just unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to ask people if you guys have a deficiency in here, because some of you guys do. You can't just show up out of the blue, okay? You just can't. This is a strong little community in here of people that fuck with the show on a regular basis, and those people are getting priority. Those people communicate. Those people show up. They spend time on the show. I'm sick and tired of seeing losers in here that just want to show up out of nowhere and act like they're a part of this. That's not how that's going to work. So I'm just going to let you know that if you don't want to be a part of this, and we can check the channel activity, it takes 2 clicks. Okay? We want to welcome everyone in, but when there's a lot of losers out there and a lot of losers that like to come in when they think they can and start acting really dumb, we're getting it up out, okay? Actions speak louder than words. And if you want to be a part of this, then consistently tune in and it will be recognized. It's not a hard thing to do. But these losers come in for about 5 minutes, can't stick around, because when we start playing the game we'll lose viewers too. It's just a sad situation. So we're going to have to start timing out these people that are 5-minute Andes that show up every once in a blue moon. Not interested. You guys are the fakest of fans, okay? You guys come in here for 5 seconds and you're like, "I'm Michael. I love the stream." Then you dip. That's bullshit. Okay, go watch the videos. We don't need you tagging along here and mucking up the chat. Just a sad situation. And we had to deal with that for the past 2 days. And I asked today, where are they at? And they know who I'm talking about. There's about 5 people. 5 people, I would say, maybe, that decided to show up for these Chicago streams. And they weren't there for weeks or months prior. And they weren't banned, clearly. Because if they were, they wouldn't have been able to show up for the Chicago streams. So they couldn't use that excuse. All of a sudden, they want to tune in. Huh. Convenient. No, we don't play that game. Once you throw the towel in, and you make it clear that you've thrown the towel in, World Class is going to throw the towel in on you. I mean, it's really that simple. So you made the choice to throw the towel in. And, you know, that's just the way it goes.
Look
at this right here. Jack Bitten is coming through.
Pence. Been here since the 27th theory stream. I won't throw the towel in.
Yeah, that was probably the last big stream that we. that was bigger than Trailer 2 coming out. The 27 stream was huge. We had about 800 people in here, and that's really what the normal number should be, especially for big releases and stuff like this. And it's like, I don't get it, but Jack Bitten does, and he's coming through with the $5 super chat, and it's what we love to see right there. Jack Bitten in the building, plowing through here, and in a way that makes sense. Yeah, the 27th stream last year in December, we had a lot of people in here, about 800 plus people in here. Pretty high numbers, crazy energy. But then Trailer 2 comes out, no one cares. So it's a dead game. But luckily, we're already in October, pretty much, right? End of September is coming quick. And, 2026 will be here before you know it, just in a few months. And Rockstar's going to have to start barking again about that game, because that game's coming out pretty soon here. The days are really getting shorter. And, May 26, 2026 is approaching. So we'll have to see. But if it gets delayed again, well, don't know what to tell you. No one is being paid to shill this game. The shilling for this is crazy, but they always shill Silent Hill for some reason. Silent Hill 2 remake, they shilled that, and they said it was better than the original. This game has terrible performance, I guess, on PS5 Pro or something, I don't know. And they're still shilling it. It's Unreal Engine 5. Is this game going to bring anything new to the table, or is it another game where you have a rusty pipe and you hit enemies that move on the screen with a bunch of fog? They're acting like this one is really, shaking things up. And if it does, well, we'll see. But I don't need, this like Dark Souls bullshit coming into Silent Hill. That's really a horrible direction. And we're certainly hoping that they didn't go down that road with this, because the only good Silent Hill game, and you can take this to Reddit, you can take this to Twitter, I don't really give a shit. The only good Silent Hill game is Shattered Memories, because, or at least one of the only good games, because it actually does something different. It's a fresh experience to the player. And, I'm not saying the game is perfect, because it's not. But at least it's different. You can say that. At least the game's fucking different. The other Silent Hill games, most of them are forgettable. Hit the bad guy with the rusty pipe, and there's fog everywhere. That's a Silent Hill game. Well, I don't want to play a Silent Hill game because I've already played those type of games. So give me a Silent Hill game that actually kind of reinvents it. But it's still Silent Hill, you know? And that's what Shattered Memories did. Very unique interactive experience. Doesn't really emphasize combat. In fact, there's really not much combat, if any, at all in the game. And that's great. I don't want to fight monsters. You should be terrified of the monsters. You know? Now every game has to be this power fantasy game where you're this superhero and, you know, you can just destroy all the monsters and level up your skills, and it's just so cringe. Okay, we need some mods to come in here and start timing out people. Shouldn't have to do it myself. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I don't care. We're not in Chicago. Let's go ahead and get you up out of here. The timeout era has begun. And we're going to start timing out losers. I don't care. We're going to time you out too. Guys, mods, you can time out who you want. Just time them out. Because they'll come back in here. Okay, you're going to ask a question, maybe super chat. It's not a free-for-all. Didn't ask. We're not doing this back and forth conversation about what you think. Just start watching the content. Start listening. But instead, you're a fucking incel. Like, you don't know how to fucking listen. You go on these fucking gossip forums and act like a retard. That's what you love doing. So stay in your little fucking clique, just like it's high school, because you haven't mentally matured from that, and act like a little faggot. Okay? Fuck you. Dumb bitch. Get the fuck out of here, okay? I don't give a shit. Holy fuck. Like, you guys are so dumb. I've been doing this shit for any of you, you know. Stupidest people in the world, I swear to God. Like, just get the fuck out of here. No one cares about your feelings or your thoughts. About what you think about the show, okay? That is some fucking weird-ass parasocial dilemma that you have going on, okay? Because regardless of whether you like the show or don't, or are indifferent about it, the show must go on. You guys need to wake the fuck up in here. It's getting ridiculous. Where's the support? Jesus. You guys want to support these Chicago streams, so when it comes time to playing games, you know, you guys hype this up. Ooh, Silent Hill F's coming out. Well, where are you guys at? I need the normies to come in here in order for this to be successful. How is that going to happen? Well, if you type it in, does our shit pop up? Probably not. So someone has to manually share that, because that's the truth about social media. You want to be successful on social media? I know the answer. It's nothing to do with algorithms. I'll tell you that right now. It's never been like that. Yeah, you just got to start timing these people out. I don't care. I can go to the channel activity right now, and we can see how proactive you've been in here. And when it barely shows any history, then it's a problem. So, just a sad situation. Okay, 300 viewers and we'll get started. Can we hit it? We've deployed notifications. We fixed the audio issues, which you guys were, laughing about. You guys were coming up with conspiracy theories that, oh, Michael broke it on purpose. Michael broke it on purpose. Yeah, because do you really think that that would be a smart move? Because there were people that were in here earlier, and they've already dipped because of the audio issues. It's not a smart move. Why would I do that on purpose? But I know that's how you guys operate and think. You guys have negative tendencies. I updated OBS to OBS, whatever the fuck it was, and clearly that broke everything, despite it showing that the faders have audio. No settings were changed, so we downgraded OBS, and I guess that was the fix. So, never update OBS says, hey guys, we got an update for you, it's new and improved. Huh, doesn't work. What are your thoughts on Helldivers 2? Well, that gets you a timeout. What are my thoughts on Silent Hill F? Let's focus on Silent Hill F. You guys have this weird problem where you want to fixate your stupid ass like questions and statements into different shit that we're not doing. You do this all the time. You do this for Chicago too. You want to talk about some Southern California thing. What the fuck? We're here with Silent Hill F. Let's talk about Silent Hill F. Let's talk about Silent Hill F. That's what we're here today to do, to experience this. And you guys want to start talking about Helldivers 2? That's going to get you a timeout. Nobody wants to talk about Helldivers 2. Killer Clown gets a timeout as well. That's a great call. Mods took care of it. Stupid idiots. What is my rating on the game, by the way? We haven't even fucking played it. We're waiting for you losers to tune in here. God damn. Then you got these people that I guarantee this is a sad situation. Where are the normies? Like bro, like shit has to be shadow banned. Like, it just straight up does. You can't tell me that we have all these subscribers and all the short stuff gets okay views. But then when you start going live, you don't want to hear World Class's take on this game. I already said, it makes sense to me. If I hate certain games, I'm going to Michael because I know he's going to trash it. So that's my go-to guy. And there might be other guys. But that's where I'm going if I were a troll. Or if I said, you know what, I hate this game. I want to hear Michael's opinion. That's where I would go. But I guess you guys love every game, and you guys are straight up consumers. Like the pigs you are, just get on your knees, all 4 troughs, and go line up to the buffet and consume. Because that's what you guys love doing, and I don't care. That's consumerism. That's not fucking gamer. So I don't, call whatever you want, label it how you want, fake gamer this, real gamer this, don't give a shit. You guys are consumers. You guys buy everything that's brand new and shiny, especially when it comes to video games, and well, I don't know how to help you on that. That's, never been like that. We're pretty selective on our taste. We're waiting for GTA 6. These are pit stops in between, and, GTA 6 could very well be delayed until October of next year, and, well, that's going to be terrible, but, Adam Theory, Calvin Theory, look at this guy. Woo.
Adam Theory super chatted $5.
Dude! Adam Theory was carrying the broadcast for both of the Chicago streams. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Adam Theory coming through. How you doing? Adam Theory was taking us to the promised land in Chicago, and he was there for both of the Chicago streams back to back, supporting like a champ. And he's here today with Silent Hill F, supporting the broadcast yet again. Big shout out to Adam Theory. Huge shout out to Adam Theory. Coming through in a way that makes sense. That's what we love to see. Lego Batman. Okay, Rob Zombie. We're going to get you up out of here. These guys come in with like brain dead questions. Like, there's no way these people are real. Have I ever played a Silent Hill game before? No. no, because they're all trash. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Have I ever played a Silent Hill game before, by the way? No, because they're all trash. You know, we like to play great games. And Silent Hill is just, it's a franchise that is just, you know, a little too much like a roller coaster. It's up and down and more lows than highs. Silent Hill feminism is a disaster. Yeah, well, that's why they're shilling it. I mean, you know, when the critics say it's a great game, usually it's trash. But when the critics say a game is terrible, it's maybe good. Really depends on their perspective. You know, they were shilling Dying Light the Beast, and they said, wow, fantastic zombie game. Dying Light is back, and it's just a terrible disaster. I mean, can you imagine playing that? Brings literally nothing new to the table. You're playing his, you know, Crane, and, you know, he's got superpowers now, and it's like zombies fly everywhere, and it's just a bunch of power fantasy garbage. Like, it's not a survival horror game by any stretch of the imagination, which, of course, is like seemingly different from the first game and that vision that they had for the first game, and now it's just like this Saints Row bullshit essentially, where it's just like, okay, buddy, you know, I don't know, run around a dead empty open world and slash the zombies, and it's like, you guys are like, the standards for quality are very low. Redditors, well, it doesn't matter, we stopped reading there. If you go on Reddit and read what Reddit has to say about anything, well, can't help you there. It's another website that should be banned. There's a bunch of incels coming together. It's basically a bunch of homeless people. Like, you know, imagine a bunch of like degenerates and homeless people coming together in real life. And, you know, clearly, like, be a toxic environment. Like, wouldn't be a healthy environment. That's really what it is. So that's kind of what the internet is, a bunch of losers kind of congregating, especially on social forums and networks like that. I mean, not much good can come from it. Now, if they all had jobs, they wouldn't they wouldn't have as much time to be on there. So, okay, we're not talking about state of play. Okay, you have to focus in and lock in right now. Silent Hill F is today. Okay, I don't care about tomorrow. I don't care about yesterday. Today, Silent Hill F. This is what we're doing. You guys obviously didn't graduate high school. There's no way. You guys cannot stay focused. Silent Hill F. This is what we're talking about. We're not talking about State of Play tomorrow. We're not talking about Helldivers 2. Okay? Silent Hill F. This is early access, okay? This is what we're talking about. Now, if I start talking about a different game, that's okay. But when you guys start acting stupid about these random games, or, you know, Winkle, what are your thoughts on State of Play tomorrow? I don't know. Because it hasn't happened yet. Duh. We got Ram Skank in the building, and he's coming through with a $10 super chat. You love to see it. Ram Skank is in the building. And last time we were in the Windy City, Ram Skank was coming through tremendously hard. Oh, that was last year, of course. Ram Skank in the building. I think he came through with a super crazy Tony Hawk combo. Last time we were in the Windy City last year, anyway. Ram Skank in the building, coming through with a $10 super chat. Plowing through here. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking about Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, my God. Y'all need to move to Southern California, because I've never seen so many people that are so in love with that. No one cares about Jimmy Kimmel. Holy shit. Can you... I can't recall ever watching Jimmy Kimmel. It's the fakest bullshit. I ain't watching that garbage. Jimmy Kimmel this, Jimmy Kimmel that. Jesus Lord. You guys voted for Kamala, so of course you're excited that, you know, Jimmy Kimmel is back. Fucking losers. We got the wokest audience in here. Like, I swear, snowflakes in here. So woke. Like, they you know, they voted for Clinton in 2016. You know, Trump won. They voted for Kamala last year. Trump won again. They were so happy when Biden was in. They just love that. You know, they love Sleepy Joe. Whew. Guys, we're here talking about Silent Hill Ave. You guys are not listening. What brought you to Chicago? Your mother. She brought me to Chicago. And boy, oh boy, did we have some fun. Jeez. Yeah, your mother was on vacation. She wanted to see the Windy City, and it's a popular destination. Fake news media makes it seem to be a Okay, we're very close to 300 viewers. Can we do the final push? Joshua Trump is in the building. Look at this right here. We're getting these gears started here, and in a way that makes sense with the 5. Woo.
Joshua Trump super chatted $5. Not SH related, but you have to check it out, the new slop trailer. The game is called Ananta.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Would love to see your reaction.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's a fake game. I think it's a fake game. Now, I will say, if it does come out, it looks like there is, like, some of the gameplay elements look kind of cool, but I think it's a fake game. I don't think it exists. They blatantly copied every other game. Like, every game that you know, from Watch Dogs to Spider-Man to fucking GTA, Sleeping Dogs, they just copied every game. Okay, so now we're not going to hit 300 viewers. That means we got to get started. I can't wait around for you losers to tune in. Joshua Trump in the building with a 5, and not only that, but showing off that 48-month loyalty badge. You'll love to see it. The game doesn't exist. It's one of those fake games, in my opinion. Or it's showing the best, and then you actually play it, and it's a snooze fest. I saw the gameplay trailer, and, you know, it looked like there were interesting mechanics, some different stuff going on in the open world, but it is literally a blend of, there's not one original idea in there. I think even the web swinging in the game is literally straight from Spider-Man PS4. I don't think it's a real game. I think it's fake. And when it does come out, if it does, probably be much different, because there's no release window. It just says wish list, so seems fake to me. Oh Lord, you guys love garbage games. Hello? We cannot do this for GTA 6. We cannot stream GTA 6 on this channel. Can't do it, because it'll only go out to 200 viewers. Why would I do that? Wasted opportunity. Biggest video game in the world, 15 years in the making. Why would I stream it to only 270 viewers? The audio delay is 2 to 3 seconds. No. Okay. I don't care. I hope the audio stops working. Then we have to wrap the show up. I'm gonna update to OBS again, and we're gonna make sure the audio doesn't work. Y'all sleeping on Skull and Bones, by the way. That's a timeout. Jesus Lord. Where's the support? Because I know once we start playing this game, you guys won't be coming through at all. And you're barely coming through now. Okay, we're done. Skull and Bones gets a timeout. Not a single soul is playing that game. I bet that has less than 500 players right now. You would have to be an absolute loser to play a game like Skull and Bones. What is next for Ubisoft? Silent Hill F. David gets a timeout. I don't know. I don't know. We're not talking about Ubisoft. We're talking about Silent Hill F. What is wrong with you people? This is what's in. This is what your favorite YouTubers are shilling right now. Scale Up just put out his video. He says he strongly recommends Silent Hill F. Dreamcast guy's review gave it a 9 out of 10. Silent Hill F. This is what everyone else is talking about, folks. If you want World Class to pivot and play what World Class wants to play, well, then we'll go down that road. I don't need to play this garbage. I've already played the best games. World Class was there for the best games. You guys are in your early 20s. You can't resonate with the show because you're not 30-something. I can't with you guys, okay? I've experienced the best. I played the best. You know, what do you want me to tell you? Reggie D's in the
Reg
building.
D
He's
super
coming through
chatted
with $5.
$4.99. Crimson Desert will be the best game in 10 years. The devs even created their own engine for it.
Yeah, Crimson Desert. The graphics look good, but I think they delayed it. I think the game got delayed. It was supposed to come out later this year, and I think they pushed it to 2026, which isn't. Well, that sucks. But that's also coming to the Mac. Yeah, we'll check Crimson Desert out if it ever does release. And interesting that they created their own engine for it, because that's kind of a rarity. This game right here, Silent Hill F, is on Unreal Engine. It's our favorite engine these days. The new Kojima game is on Unreal Engine as well, right? That new Kojima game they showed off. We got Joshua Trump in the building coming through yet again with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo with the $5 super chat. And Reggie D as well with the $5 super chat, just really plowing through here.
Joshua and Trump super chatted $5. Got it, Mackle. Agree with your take on Unhunter. Well, enjoy the misery that is this game. Saw some gameplay yesterday, and only thing I can say is, yikes.
Yeah. Reggie D in the building plowing through here. And Joshua Trump with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo. We need you guys to lock in here. So here we go, folks. We need you to lock in. We're going to get ready to the game here before the controller dies. We're going to get going here. Silent Hill F. Need you to lock in. Are you guys ready or no? Okay, we got some big problems here. Wow. Here we go. Here we go. How's the audio? Hello? Game's a little too loud. There we go. New game. Oh, hell no. Balance puzzle experience? Oh, we putting that on easy, homie. Puzzles will be more difficult for players looking for a serious challenge. Puzzles will be easier to solve. Story mode. Story mode. Here we go. Internet darling game, Silent Hill F.
私は一人でも全然寂しくないの。仲間外れなんて
It's Chucky.
気にしないもん。ひなこ？
お友達のところに遊びに行ったんじゃなかったの？
男の子と遊ぶ子を
Where's the
まま
English?
ごとに入れてあげないだって。
じゃあお姉ちゃんと一緒に
You gotta read
おままご
subtitles
と
like
しよ
this
っ
is the
か。
Passion of the Christ or something? Dude!
お待たせ。お姉ちゃん。何かいいことでもあった？
But we're gonna turn this off already.
うん。昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。ひなこ、私ね。これお姉ちゃんにあげる。綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
This is trash. Can you imagine playing this garbage? Wow. It's never been done before. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Game of the year. Masterpiece. Yeah. Come on, homie. Come on, homie. Everyone disappeared. Video games. Game of the year. I need you to lock in. Video games. Yep. This is trash. Cinema. She wakes up, everyone's gone. I mean, it's just so predictable.
ひなこ、親に向かってその言い草はなんだ。
お父さんやめてください。
純子はあんなにも高校娘なのに、どうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。
Dude, this is a low budget game.
話はまだ終わって
They
ないぞ。
can't even afford to
ひなこ
render cutscenes, dude.
お父さん、ひなこだって分かってくれてますよ。
This is a low budget game.
どうしてあの態度になるんだ。これも全部お前がひなこをずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
ひなこ、お父さんはね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰ってみてね。あってたまるか。
Oh my god, this is trash. Dude, this is so bad, bro. Hello? Video games. Dude! Keep out.
土砂崩れで通れない。昔はここ登ったな。
Horrible game. This is made on a $5 budget. They couldn't even animate anything. It's just all a bunch of like static shots and a bunch of voiceover to carry the story here. 9 out of 10, by the way. Yeah, if you voted for Kamala Harris. There's no story here. It's just read, you know. Might as well pick up a book. Let's just go read a book or something. They have to ban every video game. Unless it's Wii Fit or Rocksmith or something educational and you can actually take that experience and, you know, incorporate it in your real life. Like, all these things need to be banned, okay? The technology has gone so vastly light years ahead of where it was, right? We have so much better technology today. And these developers are making the worst software possible. And you have this crowd of absolute idiots on the internet. This gaming culture, this gaming review culture, these losers just consume. And there has to be an incentive for these nimrods to fucking say this shit. Like, there has to be something in it for them to say that this crap is always amazing. 9 out of 10 here, 9 out of 10 there, 9 out of 10 everywhere you look, by the way. We got Magnum coming through.
Super chatted $5. PP on the internet defend this slop BC. They are losers who didn't get bullied in school enough.
Absolute garbage. There's no interaction. There's no interaction. $80, $70 for this slop. Dude, there's no interaction at all. There's no physics. It's over. Oh my god, they barely move. It's over. It's over. Dude, Star Wars Force Unleashed from 2008. The plant physics on that are crazy. This is bad. 2025. We're in the year 2025, almost 2026, and we can't even animate. We just can't even animate anymore. Everything is static. Sound effects are terrible. This is a $5 budget game. I mean, I'm serious. In my opinion, if I were designing this game, and I know you don't care, but here's my input. When you listen to the footsteps, I mean, here's the thing. If you can't even get the sound design right for the footsteps, then it's just time to cancel the game you're making. You know? Why are we hearing the repeated footstep sound? I want you to go outside and walk, and I want you to listen to your feet, and tell me, does it sound the same every single time? It doesn't. So if logically it doesn't in real life, let's apply that to our video game, and we're going to say our video game has over 5,000 footstep sounds. Because it is an insult to my intelligence to walk around these worlds, and I'm hearing 2 clips of audio. Oh my God, bro.
Adam Tiri super chatted $5. This is the best game of all time.
Yeah,
lol.
that's what I'm saying. They love it. They love consuming the slop. And it's worse than a movie game. It's worse than a David Cage game. There's zero interaction. There's nothing to do. Does anything even move on the screen? Is anything moving on the screen right now? Maybe the shadows and the player model. But I mean, we're talking everything is just so static. No physics, no cloth physics. It's over. They got to stop making games in Unreal Engine 5. Horrible performance, soulless slop. Unreal Engine is just Where are we going?
拝んでおこう。神様、私はどうしたら。
Cutscene. I think Pac-Man is more complex than this game, dude.
千鶴屋なら誰か来てる。
Horrible audio. I can't even hear the game. What is she saying? Oh, this game, this is worse than I thought. I'm not even trolling.
すいません。運転手さんいませんか？
Blood is scary. About ready to turn the game off.
道を探そう。
About ready to turn the game off. I will debate any Silent Hill fan that wants to call in right now. Oh my god.
この先に抜け道があったはず。
絶対に呪いよ。あんなひどい死に方あるわけないもの。私なら絶対に嫌。そんな家。
A hidden loading screen.
技をすればなんとやらないよ。
裏切り者。
サクコ、
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
車が道を塞いでてさ。
千鶴屋？
今は誰かと喋りたくて。
私も後から行くね。
うん。じゃあね。
裏切り者。
破られてる。どこ行ったんだろう。
Zero game design.
シュウだ。
よ、相棒。
シュウ。
あのさ。
うん。
Dude, this is horrible.
なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら。
We should have played FIFA or something. I mean, that would have been better than this, literally.
シュウ。
シュウ君、お待たせ。
ひなこもいたんだ。リンコ。何の話をしてたの？いや、大した話。
They said this game brings something new to the table, by the way.
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
It's the Avengers. They're gonna defeat the monsters.
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。
The game is trash. I'm going to go to Steam right now and say 0 out of
分
10.
かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ。
It's not in English.
インコに貸した時点で戻
Where's
って
the
くると思
English?
ってないし。
んだ
I gotta
と
turn on English. You gotta sit around and read this shit.
笑いすぎだよ。サクコだってひなこから何か借りてるんじゃないの？私なんかあったかな？
We're gonna start skipping. Oh my god. I'm so scared. Video games. Squeeze through. Video games. Dude. What is this garbage? Can we get the refund? Jesus. God. Horrible. Hello? Hello?
ひなこ、しっかり。お姉ちゃん。
もらっててよかった。
Where's the game at? When does the game start?
助かった。
What?
どこ？
L1 plus
急い
square?
でサクコのとこに戻らないと。
There's no way. What does that mean? You gotta do a button combination to heal?
血が止まらない。なんとかしないと。
Fucking Mortal Kombat controls to heal. This could be one of the worst games I've ever played. Some of the worst audio. I can't even hear the game. It's compressed audio. It sounds like shit. It's a shoestring budget game. I gotta crank this audio up and then it gets so loud in the this is garbage. Let's get the rusty pipe and start hitting enemies, because that's what this game's going to really turn into here in a moment. Squeeze through again. You know, the Calixto Protocol was so bad, by the way, because you climb through vents, but this game's 10 out of 10, by the way, masterpiece. None of the reviewers played this shit. They just say it's great because they get subscribers and likes and followers. Can't say a game sucks, you'll alienate your viewer base. Dude, we gotta play.
Rinko?
They really should ban video games. They should ban. This is just mind rot. Oh my god. Yeah, creepy enemy. You know, we've never seen this before. Yeah. Scary and spooky. You know, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. What is this mountain of paragraphs here? Dodging enemy attack. Oh, Lord. Where am I going? I can't. We're going to have to just start a website, baneveryvideogame.com or something, and just... They really should ban video games. I can't think of a reason to keep them around. They're miserable to play. They don't offer anything to the end user. Okay, we got some white paint here. There ain't no way this thing can't come up here. How is this game good? This is the most generic Silent Hill-like game you could play. I've literally looked through the entire house. Where's the key? Oh, there's an upstairs. What? Hello? What is that? Where's the key? They need to start banning these video games. I have literally looked in every nook and cranny, and the key doesn't exist. The game's broken. If we can't figure this out, and the game actually is broken, I'm done. Look at this right here. Jean-Claude Van Damme is in the building.
Has just tipped 23.99 through Super Chat. Giving to World Class for saving me to buy this walking slot.
Oh, it's a walking simulator. It is straight up a walking simulator. Horrible audio. Some of the most horrible audio. It is compressed. Terrible dynamic range. You know, the cutscenes are so loud and then the gameplay is so low. Where is the key? Where's the key? Where do I go? I'm going. We have to do a survey. We have to take the most intellectual people, Harvard graduates, right? 4.0 GPAs, and we have to sit them down with this garbage. And if these people that are objectively smart can't get through this, then it means the game is bad. Okay? I mean, just straight up, it means the game is bad. If my game is broken or bugged or glitched, we're ending it here, okay? Because I've looked everywhere for a key. We don't have a key, and I'm assuming you need to get the key to open the door, as that would make sense. Locked. Huh. We can't go outside. We're trapped in the house. I have scanned everywhere. There is nothing to interact with. We're logically thinking this through. We're clearing the rooms. And we're not seeing a key. Okay, this isn't a Michael issue. This isn't a fake gamer moment. This is a bad game design moment. That's what's happening right here. Okay. I have scanned the entire room, and it doesn't exist. Where's the key? Is it in the inventory? Let's take a look. Terrible. How do you get to the inventory? Equipment. Don't have a damn thing. Collectibles. Map. Journal. Oh. Might as well read a book. We got red capsules, we got a bandage, and we got the Yokon. Heals. No key. The game's broken. Laugh all you want. At least I'm playing it and you're not. Because you guys ain't playing this slot, but you want to defend it on the internet because you know you want to get some cool points. The game is broken. There's nothing to interact with. What is this? Oh, what's that say down there? Hold on, I'm blocking the controls here. Game is bad. Yeah. Scary monster! Scary monster! What? The key doesn't fit! What does that mean? They subverted expectations. What is this trash game? Looking for a key, by the way. We get the key and then we gotta get Jack Thompson back and just get these games off the market. I mean, really, you can't, you know, you can't argue the positives of video games. You really just can't. There's not much here. Hand and eye coordination. I can go outside and throw a football and we'll get more hand and eye coordination. And we'll get some vitamin D on top. You know, it's just like... No. Horrible game. Oh, wow. Scary monster. Scary monster! Scary monster! Scary monster! Don't know where to go. Oh, this game sucks. We gotta get that right. Oh, hell no. Oh my god, it's like Dark Souls, bro.
Rinko?
Scary monster at the top. Silent Hill is so back. This is peak. Silent Hill is so back. This is peak. Oh yeah, here we go. Silent Hill. We're so back. We're so back. Game of the year. We're so back. Game of the year. Here we go. Oh yeah. R1, R2. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's the worst game I've ever played! Anyone that shills this game is going to be banned from my channel because you got bad taste. I mean, you can say the game's good, but you might be a loser. I don't know. Swing my metal pipe! Swing my metal pipe! Silent Hill is so back! We're so back! No! This is the worst game of the year. It's the worst game we played so far. And that is saying something because we played trash. Get off the screen! Ain't nobody sitting around and healing items. I want to play Wii Sports. This is trash. Okay. Here's the problem. When I clear out all the enemies, the trope of the combat music fading away is the cringiest shit, right? Because essentially what you're doing is you're insulting the intelligence of the gamer. As if they're dumb enough to not realize that, oh, the music cue's coming in, right? We're slowly fading out this combat music. Therefore, the area is clear. They think you're a retard. I mean, honestly, they do. You know, because we can't visual. You know, we can't get a visual indicator that the enemies are gone, right? So we have to, you know, we have to go combat music, fade out, back to ambient. They're literally laughing at us. They just need to cancel every video game. We've already played the best. We've experienced the best. Creatively, right? We've seen the peak of this medium. And it's only downhill from here. Now there could be ups and downs in between, but we've already plateaued with this medium. I think that's very clear. And it's evident that hardware is not important. Hardware is not important. We have the best hardware today. The games are less interactive than ever. They perform worse. Same old slop. Same old slop. Oh, Michael, you hate every game. Michael, you hate every game. You see, I'm a consumer. I love playing video games. Go outside and throw the fucking football, man. Jesus Christ. This is the most generic Silent Hill game that we've played in quite some time. The Shattered Memories is so much better than this garbage. I'm going to unsubscribe from Dreamcast guy right now. I can't stand it. I can't stand the shilling anymore. Dreamcast guy. Unsubscribe. Who else popped up? Skill up. Let's get that loser up out of here. Unsubscribe. I can't with the show fest anymore. I gotta stop seeing it in my subscription box. It's just cancerous. These people like horrible games. This is a medium that is supposed to excite. This is a medium that is supposed to just redefine what entertainment could possibly be. It's not a passive form of entertainment. It's a very unique medium, right? And you just throw the most garbage and insipid slop at the screen, and these brain-dead gamers just consume. And that's the problem.
堅苦しい神社じゃなくて駄菓子屋の娘に生まれたかったってここならいつでも好きなだけ
We're supposed to cry here.
お菓子が食べられるよおやすみ咲子
It's like the most generic video game. They said this was reinventing what Silent Hill could be, by the way. They imagine? They compared this to fucking Shattered Memories, by the way. Oh, here we go. It's going to come into the gameplay. So innovative. Wow, look at that seamless transition. Dude. Destroy the monster! Destroy the monster! Yeah! Yeah! Destroy the monster! Defeat every enemy!
Gaming rules. I love video games. Yeah. Yeah. Video games. Video games. Video games. Video games. Yeah. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Video games. Video games. Video games. Video games. Video games. Video games. Yeah. We glamorize silence. Yeah. Yeah. Video games. Video games. Yeah. Look at this.
They gotta ban these things, man.
Oh, it's literally the most generic Silent Hill game that you could think of.
Imagine getting addicted to this slob. I mean... We're skipping. Because it's going to go right back to the same thing. Rusty pipe. Oh, no. A fucking puzzle, bro. Oh, ho, ho. We're turning this off. We're turning this off, bro. We're going to Chat GPT or something, I don't know. Literally the worst game. Literally the worst game. God, you got these weirdos coming in here, they want you to show this garbage, and then they leave. And then they go on these forums and they act toxic, you know. That's the weird double standard with these losers, is that they won't agree with World Class, but they'll go on all these other videos, all these other forums, and they'll say the game's trash. But they can't, you know, they can't ever sit down and say, wow, you know, Michael, this is garbage, you know. Puzzle. Walking simulator puzzle. Horrible combat. I mean, really trash combat. The most generic Silent Hill game that you could conjure up, right? You know, fog enters the fucking village. Monsters are roaming around. Dodge the monsters. Attack with the pipe. The trope of the rusty pipe. This is why Shattered Memories was so great. Because it's like a different game. right? You're not roaming around with the pipe, hitting enemies that move on the screen. And then you could argue, well, it's not a Silent Hill game. Well, that's great. Let's get something new, right? Why be afraid of change? You guys voted for Kamala Harris. Aren't they all about being progressive? I mean, it's just so hypocritical, and the double standard is real. You know, you guys argue that, well, you know, this is, you know, Madden is the same game every year, and it's like, well, Madden is based off of a real life sport, you know, not this loser ass shit, right? I don't understand. Just doesn't make any sense to me how you guys want to sit here and play puzzle. If I wanted to play a puzzle, we would play a puzzle. Like, I don't need to do it in a virtual form. We can actually move the pieces around in real life and formulate the puzzle, and it would be fun and exciting. Why are we doing puzzles in 2025? This is slop. Okay, I'm going to go on channel activity for this guy. Never seen him before in this stream. And I'm correct, so let's go ahead and get you up out of here. Awfully chatty for coming in here for the very first time. Okay, we're seeing Joseph in here for the first time, I believe. Channel activity, yes. Joined 12 years ago, is a bot. Get you up out of here. Imagine joining YouTube 12 years ago and not even having a profile picture. Just total loser. Can't tell me these people aren't bots. I mean, it's just a sad situation. You know, we can plug in Wii Fit right now, and there's going to be a positive impact that software is going to provide us if we put time into it. And those are the games that should be game of the year. A game encouraging you to get healthier is a game of the year, objectively. You know, I mean, it's unbelievable how you guys sit here and say this slop is a 9 out of 10. How do you do this puzzle? Why would I care, right? We've already seen the gist of the game. It's the same old thing. Filled with tropes. Nothing new to the table. It's hot in here because this game is heating up the PlayStation 5. Unreal Engine really pushing the PlayStation 5. I don't get it. Silent Hill Shattered Memories is an amazing game because it says we're going to do Silent Hill, but we're doing it differently. We're not doing combat this time. That to me is innovative. I don't want to do combat. Defeat enemies, by the way. That was the objective just moments ago. Defeat all the enemies on the screen. In Silent Hill, you run from the monsters. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't get repetitive because, you know, in Shattered Memories, it does get repetitive. But I would argue that this gets repetitive with just smashing, you know, the monsters with the pipe. Or whatever other weapon you get in this game. So, you know, and the way Shattered Memories would kind of tailor your gameplay experience to the choices that you made, not only in the cutscenes, but in the actual gameplay itself was kind of fascinating. But you losers, and I'm not going to discuss this with the Silent Hill fans because they'll sit there and say, well,
You know, you had some great points about Silent Hill Shattered Memories, but just know, Michael, that game isn't canon.
you know, that's the shit they say. And they're just losers. We just can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6 to come out because really that's the end of an era. Because if Grand Theft Auto 6 does not exceed expectations, which is Rockstar's goal, by the way, if Grand Theft Auto 6 does not exceed expectations, there is no hope left from anyone in this industry to put something out that is actually respecting the gamer's not only time, but intelligence. And you'll understand this as you get older. Some of you guys are in your early 20s, you know, it's a little bit different ball game then. But when you start getting 30, 40, 50, and you're still playing these games, I mean, you might very well be a loser. You know? It doesn't make sense to me. You guys want to sit around all day and play this garbage? We've already seen this. It's the same game over and over and over again. We love it. We love consuming, you know. Here's the pipe. Hit the enemy with the pipe. Wow, you know, that's just never been done. So amazing. So riveting. And now we're doing a puzzle segment that is like literally a puzzle room. It's just unbelievable to me. It is really unbelievable to me how you guys shill this garbage. Jimmy Kimmel. There's a virus that popped up. There's a virus that popped up on my screen. Someone's hacking the computer. I can't get that off. There we go. God. GTA 6 will run at 30 frames. Who cares? That's why gaming's in the shitter, because you guys care about specs on paper. Dude, I'm playing this through the OBS window. We don't even have this game in full screen. You think I care about the resolution that we're looking at? Like, you guys have your priorities up your butt. How about you guys tell me how to do this puzzle? We're losing viewers. So, you know, we continue to lose viewers. We're going to wrap it up. I'm not going to sit here and torture myself with this garbage. The game's trash. Could it go in an interesting direction? Well, it could, but I doubt that's going to happen. Where's the explanation on this puzzle? They're going to give you some riddle, and we have the riddle, but we don't know how to look at it again. Where's the riddle? Can you imagine actually sitting down and playing this?
Dr. Blitz super chatted
Dr. Blitz is plowing
$9.99.
through now.
Hey Michael, how is this piece of shit?
Oh, it's horrible. It's so generic. So far, anyway. And I highly doubt the gameplay is going to change. It is super generic. I see clues on the bottom. Well, then why don't you tell me where to put these puzzle pieces? Why are gamers like this? You know, why can't they just sit here and agree? Why is it so hard for them to do that? Mind you, these are the same people that go on 4channel. They go on the YouTube comments and they say the game is woke, the game is trash. But then they come over here and they play a different gimmick. And they say, oh, Michael, you're a fake gamer, Michael. You need to get good. Instead of saying, you know what, Michael, wow, you're bringing up some cool points today. You know, I don't necessarily agree on everything, but yeah, this game is trash. They don't have that in them. We want better games. But the low quality shit is just abundant, more so than ever before. And it's just tiring to play game after game after game. And it just being slop after slop after slop. And I understand it is subjective. But why are you here? Because you know you know where we stand on video games. And it's been this way since 2011. With a few exceptions in between. Video games, to me, are work in a virtual world with nothing in return. They want you to slave away. The end user doesn't benefit, in my opinion, because the games are not fun. So if the games are not fun, which is the entire purpose of ever playing a video game, Why would anyone ever play? You have to do puzzles. You have to do busy work. No fun allowed. Here's a new Silent Hill game set in Japan or wherever the hell we're at, assuming we're in Japan. And bro, this has all been done before. This has all straight up been done before. Hit the monster with the pipe, rinse and repeat. Like, I can think of a better idea in about 5 minutes. And with the advancements of AI, you know, in the next 5 years, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to put that game together. They were hyping this up like it brings something new to the table, that there's this all-new gameplay experience, and it's just like the most cookie-cutter Silent Hill game that you could possibly make. That's my problem. I said Silent Hill for the Room has a unique concept, and then it turns into the same game, right? You know, oh, there's a hole in the bathroom, call through the bathroom hole, and all of a sudden you're in this subway, and there's monsters, and you gotta hit them. Let's lock the game down into the room and just make that as interesting as possible. And there was potential there, but they dropped the ball. Silent Hill for the Room, yet you're going down into the subway, by the way. The game's called The Room. It has a picture of the room on the box art, and yet your ass is climbing through a hole and going into this whole subway system. It's stupid. Look at PT. Look at Kojima. You know? That was one hallway. And there was a lot of interesting stuff going on. One hallway. One fucking hallway. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that that would have been even a great game had it actually came out, because that might have went south quick. But that short experience had a lasting impression. You know, Lisa's following you, Lisa's up in the balcony. We don't know what the fuck's going on. We don't even know how to complete this game. This is just the most generic, cookie-cutter slop for the normies to have a vocal opinion in 2025, to flap those gums and say, wow, this thing's fantastic. Dreamcast guy gives it a 9 out of 10. Skill Up says he recommends it. This guy over here says it's a bona fide masterpiece. This guy over here says, wow, I was blown away by Silent Hill F. You know, wow, can't we get a better fucking script? You know? It's like they're all in some group chat and they ask each other before the review embargo expires, like, hey, what do you guys... What are we thinking here? And then everyone kind of comes down to a common level and says the same fucking thing. Because they don't want to alienate their viewers or subscribers. Because really, when you think about it, it's actually dumb as hell to say a game sucks. I mean, it really is. If you're wanting to build a follower base. Because you're going to alienate people that like the game. And sure, you might alienate people if you say the game is great and they don't like it, but I would argue that that margin is very much so smaller. So it is best to just chill and say everything is amazing, because that works for these sellouts. You know, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, masterpiece. Oh, Dying Light 2 just came out, 10 out of 10. Skate came out, 10 out of 10. Oh wait, that might have been the exception, but not really. Silent Hill F. Survival horror is so back. Peak, absolute cinema. Konami is just, you know. despite it being the most generic Silent Hill game. Like, what does this bring new to the table? You know, when I'm playing Shattered Memories, I'm going around, I'm looking, you know, we're picking things up, we're using the motion controls to kind of get really immersed in the experience. When you dial a number in Silent Hill, you have to put the Wiimote up to your ear like you would a telephone in order to hear the phone in the game. I think that's brilliant. I think that's fantastic. Small things like that, it's like, wow, they actually thought it through. And delivering a fresh experience. I don't want to hear any comments, because that's what they love doing. They love barking after the fact, these losers. They're going to sit there and say, oh, Silent Hill Shattered Memories isn't a Silent Hill game. I'm not here to argue that. Because at the end of the day, you know it did something. And it brought something new to the table. So how many Silent Hill games do we have? And how many of them are the actual same thing over and over and over again with a new coat of paint? Too many. That's the answer, too many. So you guys can go back to 4channel. Someone did share the link, it seems. And, you know, we appreciate those that did share the link and tried to get it out there. But, you know, if you guys can't hang with World Class, then maybe you shouldn't be tuning in. It's that simple. So let's continue to see the numbers drop. And we'll get, you know, you can go watch all the other shows play this. You know, I just don't get it. They are friends of the industry, not journalists, yeah. Well, I mean, I would play more if we could solve this puzzle, but right now, and we did, mind you, put it on story mode, there needs to be a skip option for this puzzle. I don't need to play this, right? You give me the option to skip it, we'll continue, right? And if you disagree with that, then you should also disagree with modding video games, right? Because shouldn't the devs, by your logic, say, hey, if this person doesn't want to play this puzzle, there should be a skip option down here, right? According to your logic as a modder. But you don't agree with that. You don't agree with that because this is the story that the devs wanted to tell. Yet you're playing this double standard of, well, I bought the game, I can do whatever I want with it. But how dare the devs put in a skip option button? You know, how dare they do that? Got too many normies watching this channel. I mean, honestly, anytime there's a little surge in viewers, it's just a bunch of normies. It's not intellects coming in. You know. You guys are so excited to play Battlefield 6. And oh yeah, we're not playing this. We're not playing this ever again. I'm unplugging the PlayStation 5 after this. Why would I play this garbage again? I mean, unless the game really gets good later on, but we're not getting past this unless we look up a walkthrough, because seemingly no one in the chat knows what to do. So in order for me to continue, since there's not a skip option, we have to look up a walkthrough. Otherwise, we'll just keep spamming a different combination and hoping for the best. Imagine playing online games in 2025. Refund. You can't refund on PlayStation. ChatGPT, the game has failed. Rat, back left. Okay, this guy gave the answer. He Googled it, and that's okay, because we do want to see a little bit more. Rat is on the back left. Dried fish, top right. Where's the dried fish? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, wait a minute. I think we solved the puzzle here. Hold on. Oh, the symbols are on the thing. I didn't know that. Oh, this is easy. You guys should have just told me that. I would have... Yeah, you have to hit examine to see what you're doing. Okay. No, we got it. We don't need your help anymore. Oh, this is easy. You guys should have told me the triangle button is the answer. None of them are matching up. So how do we accept? How do we say that that's what we want to do? I beat the puzzle and it's not letting me go forward. That's correct, 100%. That's correct, 100%. That's correct, 100%. Let's switch these two in the back. You guys should have just said the triangle button. Oh, hell no. If it's a boss fight, I'm turning it off. Dude. There's seriously no video game here. Oh, man. Dude, this game is slop. Oh, this is a loading screen. Ooh, Luigi's Mansion is better than this game, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even trolling. But only the first one. Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3. Oh, yikes. The lore. Oh, hell no.
これに似た絵を見かけたような。なんでここに？
Wow. 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 That's it. It is a 0 out of 10. It is a 0 out of 10. No. Quite possibly one of the worst Silent Hill games. Just absolute slop. Scary monster chasing you. Solve this puzzle here, solve that puzzle there. Generic. Horrible. I can't keep playing that garbage. I unsubscribed from Dreamcast guy, Skill Up. Am I subscribed to that other guy, ACG? I'm gonna unsubscribe to him too. They're all shills. They're all in their little group chat. Can't alienate the viewership, so we got to say the same thing. And we got to make sure it's politically correct. We're unsubscribing from him too. Done. I can't. Anyone recommending garbage like this has no taste. You can like what you want, but there's no reason to shout about how amazing it is when it's just clearly the most generic garbage, you could possibly fucking think of. Oh, this monster's chasing you. We got puzzles. There's nothing here. So we're going to wrap it up here. I'm done with this shit. It is a 0 out of 10. No redeeming. No redeeming qualities at all. Horrible. Just slop. That's what it is. Just pure slop. Junk. Okay, folks, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And we will see you later. 0 out of 10. Silent Hill F. Horrible. God damn.